Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This channel is all about aim assist on mouse and keyboard. I show people how to use programs and adapters and create configs for the community. This isn't a cheat in the sense of aimbot. It makes your mouse think it's a controller so you get the same benefits as a controller player. Today we're going to be sharing a Call of Duty config for Warzone and MW3 for reWASD. reWASD is an application that turns your mouse and keyboard into a controller. It's not just for mouse and keyboard, but that's what I've shown here on this channel so far. You can find the program at reWASD.com. This config will have a YY macro, slide cancel, and a sticky aim combo while aiming down sights. I'll show you how these are added so you can add them to the keys you want, along with how they work in the game. If you want to see this in use, I always show gameplay at the end of the video. If you need help, I will link the Discord in the description below. There's usually someone willing to help here, and I will also help anytime I'm available. Before we get started showing the config, the program was blocked in a previous update. I made a video showing a simple way of bypassing this, and that will also be linked in the description below. It's very easy, so go check it out before you try to go in game. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you like the content. It helps get it out there. Without further ado, let's talk about the config. All right, so first off, the YY macro is very simple. It's just Y on a turbo. You can do between 30 and 50 milliseconds. The slide cancel and left control, you can see here, it's if you come here, you'll put on start press. You see the arrows at the top. This arrow right here is a start press. You put B, which is the controller button for crouch. And then on the release press, I put left click. You could also do jump if you wanted to. Left click is sprint. Jump will be the A button. It all depends on how you want to do this. If you want it to be jump, test them both out, see how it feels. But it's start and a release press. So when you press it, it'll slide, and then when you release, it'll cancel. The sticky aim, we're gonna be in ADS layer. It's on mouse. I put it on start press. This is the combo for it if you want to check it out. I'm not going to go into detail on that, but if you need help with this, just come to the Discord. Like I said, come to the Discord. I'll explain all of this. I don't mind helping. It's on a turbo. I made it where it's not that noticeable. So when you're aiming, you should see a little shake, but it's not really going to be that noticeable. And this works very well. Without further ado, let's jump in game and I will show y'all the in-game settings for this config. All right, now that we're in game, I'm going to show you how the sticky aim works. If you look, you can see it shaking just a little bit. It's really not that noticeable. It almost looks like the sway from the gun itself. So when you step up in the booth, I don't have to move. You can see it tracking the enemies. You see it moving along with the enemies. I'm not moving anything, not moving my mouse, not moving my keyboard keys, not hitting anything. It just moves by itself. This is what it does. These guns I use are very good with this config. I've had a lot of success using the two weapons right here, and I'll go ahead and show them to you if you want to check out the loadouts. So the first one is the MTZ556. Here is the build for it. If you want to copy this, go ahead and pause the video, copy it. And the second one is the WSP9. And you'll see the gameplay with these if you stick around for the gameplay. You'll see the gameplay for these. These are the guns I've been using and having a lot of success with. The in-game settings are super important for this config, so you're going to want to come to the controller settings here. In the first tab, controller, make sure you're set to controller, obviously. Button layout's going to be default. Dead zone inputs at the very bottom of the controller tab is one of the most important ones. And it's going to be left stick min 0, max 100, right stick min 0, max 100, and left trigger and right triggers both 0. For the aiming, I go 20/20. This can be lowered if it's too fast. ADS sensitivity multiplier, this is when you aim. This is 1.5. I turn my sensitivity multipliers up for the tablet a little bit to 2. The aim response curve is important also. I go linear, and then you're going to pull the drop down and put the response curve slope scale to 0. I use instant ADS transition timing. Some people like gradual. You can try the different settings to see how it feels when you aim down sights. Obviously, we want aim assist on. I don't use any custom zooms, but if you wanted to customize the zooms, you could do that here. Aim assist type, I use default. Default and Black Ops are going to be the best too. I don't see too much different with them. They might be a little bit different, but I just stick with default because it's the strongest in my opinion. Gameplay, you could copy. I'm gonna scroll down here, and if you want to copy some of my settings, you can. This is just what I use. There are a couple that are really important, and I'll stop on them when we get to it. The first one is interact and reload behavior. You want this on one, unless you're playing unless you're playing multiplayer. And you're playing Warzone. You want this on one of the prioritize. It makes both interact and reload a tap unless they are available together. I use prioritize interact. Some people may like prioritize reload, but this is just what I use. And the other one, very important one, if you're playing Warzone, is backpack control. You want to set this to stick. That way, when you go to loot, you'll use your movement keys to loot and move around in menus. For instance, the buy station menu. Select is going to be space, and if you want to drop something, space will drop singles. And melee, whatever is bound to melee, it's on my side mouse button, is going to be drop all. And that's it. If you want to copy the rest, you can. It's up to you. If you want to try this config, I will link it in the description below, along with the Discord and bypass I mentioned earlier in the video. Everything will be linked in the description below. Stick around if you want to see some gameplay using this config. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. If you made it this far, much love. Peace.
Enemy soldier incoming. Counter UAV overhead. Hostile mosquito is online. Strike near your location. Hostiles deploy the mosquito. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemies deploy the counter. Gas is inbound. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Recon flyover.
Made the top 25. Well done.
Hostile Guardian is active.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO. Missile launched at designated target. Enemy soldier incoming. Good effect. Missile strike hit a single target.
Guardian has been deployed.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Invade and survive. You're losing ground. Move it. The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there.
low on the mosquito. Hostile mosquito is online.
You're back on station. Go get after it. Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close. Enemy soldier incoming. Stand by for redeployment. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Search has been deactivated. This is the end game. Supply crates have been restocked. Load up. You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them out. We've got 10 squads active in the field. Be advised, enemies deployed a buy station. You're losing ground. Move it. Five squads still operational in the AO. Your squad's in the top 5. That victory's ours next time. It's a valiant effort. Keep your head up. Return to base for debrief.